You're all ministers in my mind. You serve. Your life should be of service. And you have a unique role to serve in your life. And there's something that you can do for God that no one else can do. No one else can do it but you. You have a God-given ability and niche that only you can fulfill with your life. Don't think for a moment, well, teacher, I've already fulfilled that assignment years ago. If your assignment were over, you would not be here. You want to say that again? Yeah. If your assignment were over, you would not be here. If your assignment has been fulfilled, you would have already made your transition. Sometimes we have a tendency to think, well, let the young ones do the work now, or if you're a young one, let the older people do the work. You're still here for a time such as this. Today, this church is here, it's alive and well. I don't know what you think of when I say the word key players in God's plan. You probably think of someone in vocational ministry, someone who's been trained. But I hope you'll start to think of the man or woman in the mirror that you're looking into. Because you see, that person looking back at you is a key player in God's plan. We sometimes don't believe that, do we? Don't know it. Don't know what we're supposed to do. But I guarantee you, you are unique. Of all his millions of children, you're the one that God has positioned to look at people around you and help those. All those sitting in this congregation this morning, God has positioned you to do something in this church. You're here. So what do you do? You're listening. Hopefully you're listening. Yes, tell me you're listening. Good. That's a start. You're listening. You've opened your ears. Of all the people in this city and country, God has positioned you to make a difference. And boy, don't we need a difference to be made in our world today. Can it get any unhappier, it seems? Read the Bible. It's been the same for generations. I was telling Linda the other day, I was grousing on about something. I said, that's what I heard old people say years ago. I'm now one of those old people saying those things. You see, I don't think mankind has ever changed. We're the same. We always grouse about something. There's always some rumor of some bad thing going on. I was going to say it bad. We're always going places in a handbasket. You see, there's always something going on, isn't there? And it's going to be 20 years from now when whatever is going on now is settled. It's going to be something else 20 years from now. We're always going to be fearful. That's just what man is. So, we've come to this place. God's planning is never random. The purpose for you and your life was set in place before you were born. That's great Presbyterian theology for those that like that. God's plan and position and office for you has been in place before you were born. We're reminded in Ephesians 1, according that he has chosen us, him, before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. He has already chosen you. He's chosen you to be here. Kind of exciting. So God created this plan for you. You know what his plan is for your life? Then find that out if you don't and celebrate it with others. You are here right now for a purpose. I have an aunt that's about 85. Same God that has been waking her up for 31,025 days. Many of you celebrated 70 years on this earth. I have. 70 years on this earth. Same God has been waking me up for 25,550 days. I love these kind of stats, don't you? You just sit on pencil. Some of you are 60 years old. Same God has been waking you up for 21,900 days. Some of you are 40. I liked 40. Man, I was fit, strong, handsome, but still am. Yeah, 40 was great. I remember 40. 50 wasn't bad. 55 began to, 60 was, I can't get out of the car. Yeah, it catches up with you. Remember that, you young people. Yeah, you can bounce around and be all this stuff now. Add some years onto that. See if you can get out of the car. All right? So some of you are 40. God's been waking you up for 14,600 days. Some of you are 20. I want to bring it to this level. Same God's been waking you up for 7,300 days, you 20-year-olds. I'm up at 25,000 days. I like that. So, Esther had to find her place in God's ordained purpose like we all do. In the year 538 BC, the Jews who were exiled in Persia were allowed to leave and return home to Jerusalem to rebuild their temple. But many of the exiles were reluctant to leave. Persian Empire was huge. It was affluent. The capital city was Susa. It was located in current borders between Iraq and Iran, if you want to know where it is, over in the Middle East. And it was inhabited by thousands of Jews who stayed there, did not go home initially. It's against this backdrop that the story of Esther proceeds. Persian king decreed that he wanted a new queen. Why? Because Vashti wouldn't put up with his nonsense, ladies. I like that.